Alright, good enough. I forgot to drink my soy milk. Let's... And let's do this. Let's leave these books back here so I can get to them with the reading light. Alright, poor fire truck. I feel for you. We're going north. I'm all done with that town, I think. It was mean to me. It's time to move on. Whoops. That's not what I need. Just waiting for the next flaming eye to show up. Blobs, soldier ants. Yeah, we're going to go right by a slime pit. These slimes don't like my vehicle. And if I turn diagonal and stall for even a second, I get hitchhikers. And then things go downhill really fast. Yeah, that got us past the slime pit. I'm up on the LMOE shelter. We do have ants in the area. Naturally. Alright. I guess we could just hang out here at the LMOE shelter for like a week. Just skilling up our spellcasting. Haven't seen any ants yet, and it's regular ants down there, so that wouldn't be a problem. Food source, basically. It's looking like we will have a connection point over that road network, so that's good. Let's go see, which design did we get? I think this is oh, it's... I think this is the same design as last time. Empty. Pretty much empty. Canteens, candles. Nothing in the bedroom I care about. Nothing in the bathroom. And not much in the kitchen. Toastums and biscuits are a good find. Hacksaw! Alright, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Hand crank, funnel, safety glasses, heavy duty frame. Yeah. If I remember right, these new evac shelters, this still isn't the design that I saw on the Discord channel. But they seem to have a little bit too much stuff, especially on 1.0 drop rate. But at least we got the hacksaw. So now, like I said, do I just stick around here for a while? We got a wood stove, we got plenty of fire, or plenty of shelves and stuff we can chop up for wood, plus we got the forest right next to us. So, I'm gonna have to decide. We got a lot of spell learning we could do. Power them up. As we've seen, they're pretty powerful. Working with within my limited mana pool is the trick. But I am going to stall out on raising my spellcraft skill again. I don't think I'm going to be able to push it beyond level 6. We know we've got a connection up to that road network, and at least these set of cities at a minimum. That'll give us more stuff to go look at and deal with. pretty good size, so we got stuff we can get to. Well, normally, well, the problem, I agree with you 100%, Nargonis. The problem is going to be knock out the boring stuff is going to take forever. It's going to take forever. I mean, I'll do an entire episode. I'll do an 8-hour episode and still not be done reading all those books that I've got. Remember, I am a savant. So it's going to be stupid slow for me to pile through all the books that I've got. Even with a good intelligence, it's going to take forever. I would really, really like to get a few more of these spells knocked out, though. I think Burning Hands is very worthwhile. I haven't got an opinion on these Earth spells yet. Mainly because I cast it and it actually hit me. So I'm afraid to cast it again. I think it was the Storm that's the one that I did. Cure Light, pretty handy. It's just going to incrementally get a little bit better over time. Only goes to level 10, so we're already halfway to maxing that one out. Magic Missile definitely has its uses. It's got a longer... It's going to increment its range a lot faster than some of the other direct damage ones. But it's still not going to be nearly as efficient in damage to mana-wise as Point Flare. I mean, we're up to 56 heat damage for a single target for 75 mana. That's half again the mana for the Magic Missile. So, if I'm just looking at mana, not casting time, then this would be, what, 14 damage if I round up for 75 mana? Versus 56 damage for 75 mana. So, that's what, 4 times better? So, yeah, I'm thinking max out Point Flare, get it to 16. Possibly max out Burning Hands, because that's getting really close to being enough to flat out kill the low-level zombies. I might be able to clear crowds with just a couple of Burning Hands. So I'm really... actually, that's going to go up quite a ways. What? I don't have the books with me, so... Six more levels, range is going to go up at least a couple more. It's already up high enough where I don't get smacked in the face anymore. Back when it was range 4 and it cost 3 turns to use, I would start to cast it and then things would be right up in my face. Nope, no win condition yet. This one's fairly open-ended because I don't know enough about the magical stuff to really set myself a condition, because I have no idea how rare things are, how hard things are to do, and so on. So I purposely left this one fairly open-ended. We have accomplished one thing. We've got the 4 magic types we're going to get. We're not going to get any others. So my hope is that we can pick up a few more mid to high level magic books, get our spellcraft up, and then really go to town. Main purpose of this run through is to get used to the Magiclysm stuff and to test it for Co.Ag and Afternim. So they're incorporating our feedback into the mod. So there's already been a bunch of changes made that came out of our live stream playthroughs. So that's why this one doesn't have a particular challenge endpoint, and we're only 12 days in. So. I think I need to stop here for a bit. I've been pushing my luck in the cities. I think I do need to stop here for a bit and get my spellcraft up to 6. I don't think I'll be able to get fast farther. Max out a couple of the spells and then see what kind of carnage we can wreak. The thing that's interesting is that I think somebody mentioned earlier about my encumbrance. I mean, encumbrance has no effect on spellcrafting currently. So they're considering what to do about that, because in my opinion, that divorces too many of the major systems and makes magic too powerful. So I think something needs to be changed in regards to wearing any damn thing you want and still being able to spellcraft at full efficiency. I'm not sure how they're going to deal with that, but they're considering it. But right now, I could load myself up in power armor. I could stomp around in unpowered power armor and still be casting spells with no problem. So maybe I should focus on just robbing banks, get power armor, and then just walk around in power armor casting all the spells at max efficiency and just watching cities melt. Nope, no break today. Once again, I managed to power right through any break times. We're 7.25 hours in at this point. Yeah, the Technomancer would probably be cooler. You reminded me at 8:30. You mean 8.5 hours? Or 8:30 wherever you happen to be. Let me make a note though. I want to make a note. Right here. Let's see. Magiclysm. Technomancer. Power armor. CBM run. That'd be an interesting one. Technomancer with power armor and loaded up on CBMs. Hard part would be getting the Technomancer stuff and be useful with it, but that'd be one. And then a alright. Couple of notes jotted for possible earlier ones. Or other runs. Yeah, I think we should just take some time here. Unload the truck a bit. Just to some of the books mainly. Not really much point to me doing any craft grinding considering that book setup we've got. Yeah, default evolution set to 4. So I play with double speed evolution. The lower the number, the faster the evolution. So it's harder to have a small evolution number. The higher you set it, the longer the interval between when they upgrade. So I run on double zombies, half items, and double evolution rate. That's why we're seeing slavering biters and predators out on the city streets on day 12. It's daylight. Take off goggles. How much does the book supply actually weigh? Oh, still couldn't get it all in. 64 volume and still can't quite get them all. Let's hope nobody bad shows up while I'm rolling around in my filthy backpack. Alright, that's the book supply. Stamina goes to 0. 169 pounds. This is where a zombie paratrooper drops in and has at me. Alright, so we're obviously going to set up in the kitchen where we've got the water, the stove, and raw materials. We'll leave the table up to craft on. So let's activate the Halligan bar, smash that, and dump everything on the ground. So is light going to be the problem I'm going to have? Burn rates for the wood going to get in my way and it's going to annoy me. I haven't managed to EMP a turret yet to get the free infinite turret light. Only lamps I have are oil and electric. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, but from here, I'll have the light. I can craft on the table. Got my items. Got that. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah. Don't need any of you. Let's do our... Oops, that's right. Too dark to set a firewood source. Firewood source there. Yeah, wood panels. Alright, gotta remember to stand here. Thing to here instead. Yeah, this light thing's gonna be a problem. Excuse me? No, not what I wanted there. Alright, good enough. Let's see. Definitely need my lights and my magic books. Don't need any of this. Oh, another backpack. Gonna be welding anything? Meat I haven't used. Any of that. Alright, everything else is ready. Don't need the weapons, don't need the ammo. The lantern in. So much almond meat. Let's take in the clean water tank. That's northeast. Oh, that makes me laugh. Shelled nuts, shelled nuts, shelled nuts! Shelled nuts forever. And there's a ton of raw materials. I'm not going to carry in a bunch of raw materials at this point. We'll take in some batteries, though. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to care about. wrenches. Alright. Yeah, I think light's gonna be the only problem. So, I don't know why I brought the lantern in, because now I just remembered it uses a medium battery. I had to leave that one medium battery behind. That's why I'm sad. Sad Vorm. 2, 3. I think that's close enough for water. Start a fire. Can I craft water from here? Yes, I can. Alright, cool. So, the water source is close enough to where I'm crafting from that we don't have to walk over there to grab that. I can just cook up water whenever I need it. Or boil it up. Alright, let's do almond milk. Overweight and turgid. No food really necessary. So now the problem's just going to be wood for that fire. I'm going to spend a lot of time down here because there's no daylight unless I step upstairs to read in the sunlight. So, tired, pain. How do I want to time this? This is one where I want to stay awake during the day. I want to go my normal day-night cycle. So I can step upstairs to read in the daylight and then come downstairs to read in the dark as much as I need. So, we need to push on through. Activate. 8 hours. It's only going to do 4 because it's broke. Spellcraft 6. Alright, well that was a little easier than I thought. And I don't think I'm going to get another level off of it. So, if I say that, 30 minutes. Nope, we got 0 XP. It says we gained 180, but it still says 0. That doesn't lead me to believe that we're going to actually get a reasonable amount. Yeah, still says 0. So I'm not sure why it's telling me I'm gaining XP, because I'm not actually changing anything that I can tell. Alright, so next up, we got our spell up. Let's do... Oh, never mind. That's right. I am getting XP towards the spell itself. That's where it's going. Yeah, I figured it out. Only spell I can learn off of that book. Let's keep slamming out the pyromancy for now. Point flares up to 10. We can take it to 16. And burning hands is at 8. Let's get burning hands to 10, and then I'll finish off point flare. Another 4 hours. $1,100 to go still. We're going to lose the light before this one finishes. We did make it to 9. We're famished and tired. Sun's about to go down. Oh, that's right. And we'll just sleep up there. Let's do... I love it. I'm hydrated. I can't drink my milk. I guess we'll get the meat cooked up before it goes bad. Oops. Damn it. Forgot to do it over next to the table. Cook meat hot. Alright. Took care of that problem. Let's read or study just a little longer. Go to 11 o'clock. We'll do 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, out of wood. Too dark. Alright. Good enough. Oops, what am I doing? Actually I don't need to move around, I can do it anywhere. Alright, 4,400 to the next level. I still can't do some of these without a target. Phase door, I need 2,800. 1,800, alright. I can't do point flare without a target either. Burning hands it is. Let's burn. Yeah, whatever's that one. Dump that mana pool. Treatise on Magic Elements. Yeah, I actually had found that one. Was that the one I had found? I think that's the one I had found on the previous challenge. Apparently I found the best ones last time then, because I had Bone Spear too. I remember playing around with it. No, I think I had the Tome of Flesh. I didn't have the Treatise, so yeah, that's the one I remember. Alright, 8 a.m. Good timing. We are not overweight. We're still just peckish. Let's just have a couple of drinks of almond milk. Spellcraft 15. I don't think so. Alright, Burning Hands 10. Yay, Burning Hands 10. So we're up to 48 heat, 5 range, and a 60-degree arc. So Burning Hands, like so. Alright. So we've got Burning Hands and Point Flare. 10, 48. Yeah, I'm gonna work on Point Flare. Oops. Alright, Point Flare 11, 7,500 to go, 230. We're going to lose the light, or I'm going to fall over from a hunger before we finish this one. Losing the light. How close did we get? Ooh, still quite a ways to go. Yes, these are going to start taking a long time to level up. Like an entire day for a single one. By the time I get done messing around in here, we're going to have like 2 weeks go by. It's going to be day 30, and the zombie evolution is going to make the new cities I visit just nightmares. It's going to be nothing but slavering biters and feral predators hopping around chasing me down. Good thing we've got lots of jugs of almond milk. Tired again, 8 o'clock. A little early. Let's go make some firewood. Alright. Here to there. Get rid of all that stuff. Alright, back in business. For cooked meat, and let's do a couple more hours. $1,100 to go. Yeah, it's taking a long time. Alright, a little bit more meat, and... Damn it, I keep forgetting to do it next to the table. Yeah, I'll need, if I can push Magic Missile out to 15 or so range, then I can deal with Shockers. It's a little, I'd have to like max it out, but I could do it, so. Oh, let's go ahead and have some more almond milk before we head up. Did I finish my other almond milk? Apparently I did. Alright, let's have a fruit leather. And the other almond milk. Yeah, it's too good a setup to pass up this opportunity to spike some of our skills up. Point flare! Go! Alright, now we're at 64 heat, 9 range. 4 levels to go. 87, 85. So 11:45. We're gonna about 8 hours of study in. How close we get with 8 hours of study. Yeah, I've only seen this one design. The couple I've been in have been the same style. So the designs are cool, but it does feel like there's a little bit too much loot in them. That was pretty close. We almost made it. 2,000 more. Not quite. So yeah, it's taken a full day now to get, or a full light session of sunlight in order to get one of these spell levels done. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to push this all the way to the final. Just subsisting on almond milk at this point. Start the fire. Drop plank, drop plank, drop plank, drop plank, drop plank, drop plank. God, that's so broke. Alright, we did manage to get it though. So we're up to 13. 68 heat, and we gained another point of range. So we're up to 10 range. I think I might stop there for now. 68 heat. 55 was doing a pretty good job of dropping the mid-level zombies. Sometimes it took the 55 plus a round of fire damage. So I think 68 is going to clear most of the mid-level zombies with a single strike kill. I think I'll hold there until we test it out a bit. Or I try to push through those last 36,000 experience points I'm going to need to max the levels out on that one. I think we're done with that. Whoops! Ah, damn it. Bad Vorm, bad. I forgot to burn my mana 2 nights in a row. I forgot to burn my mana pool. I could have been powering up one of my other spells. Something you gotta remember when you're running Magiclysm. Don't go to sleep with mana. Alright, we're all out of almond milk finally. Weight's fine. Also, I think cooked up all the meat, so we got just this meat left. Alright, so more burning hands. I think that's going to take a really long time. We're already at 5,300. It's 48 heat, 5 range. $4,800 supposed XP just to get to level 1, or you cast it successfully once and it jumps there automatically. I think I'll save the XP on that one, thanks. Shard spray. This is the one that got me in trouble. This is the one that hurt me. I like the idea behind it, but yeah. Oh yeah, Stone's Endurance. I forgot about that one. That's the one that's gonna convert mana for stamina, which could be super important. As we've seen, usually when I die it's because I'm overweight and pain and such, and my stamina drops. So I definitely need to get this one up. Casting time, 5 turns. Never mind. 5 turns. So that's not going to be an emergency use type of thing. I'm going to have a hard time justifying this one. Here's why. If I've got 5 turns to spend, I'm likely in a safe-ish place, and I can raise my stamina for free. So when am I going to want to... When is this actually going to be valuable? If it's going to take 5 turns to cast this, I would rather have it take 1 turn for a lot less stamina than 5 turns for a bigger amount of stamina. Come here, you. Stone's Endurance. It says recover 150. I don't know what my actual stamina numbers are, though. I mean, all I see is a bar. I don't know if this equals 10,000, 100 million. I don't know what this number means, or what this bar represents, because I've never seen a numerical value for stamina. I'm sure the coders probably know what the numbers on average mean, but I don't know what this represents. So I don't know how effective this is. Is 150 like 1 bar? Quarter of a bar? An entire stamina section? I don't know. Well, there's a lot of math problems in this little chart. We've already discovered a lot of math problems, so I assume... I don't know. I can't... This doesn't make much sense to me. Cast time's never going to change, so it's always essentially 5 rounds, or 5 turns. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense over here. I don't think it's a problem with the way it actually performs. I think it's just a reporting problem in this little grid. So, there's a number of those that make absolutely no sense. Alright, let's do an experiment. Go to run mode. I'm running, I'm running. Alright, we're at 1 bar currently. So if I cast Stone's Endurance, 450 mana. I thought it was 500 mana. No, it was 500 turn. I'm confused. 450 mana. What? Casting cost 150. I don't know. Is it 150 or is it 450? I guess we'll find out. I got 3875. So we'll cast it and we'll see what kind of stamina I get back. That's a lot of stamina. 2.5 bars of stamina. And it did use the 450. So it was the 450 cost. What level have I got it at? Oh, I do have it at 4, so that is why. Alright, so yeah, so it is 150 plus 75 per level. So I'm currently at 450. And I'm gaining... So if this follows true, then I'm gaining... Well, yeah, it's 450, 450. So it's going to be the same. If the recovery and the casting cost and the per level are exactly identical, then I'm spending 450 mana to gain 450 stamina. So it's a mana to stamina transfer. My problem with it still, I honestly don't care about how much mana it's going to cost to get the stamina. It's the 5 rounds, the 5 turns. If I'm in a position where I've got 5 turns to spend without getting further killed, then I'm likely already in a safe position and I can just huddle up and get the stamina back for free. But I'm still trying to figure out when I would cast that thing. Yeah, see, I was trying to... I was happy to use it when I didn't realize it was 5 turns to cast. Because I thought, like in the time we almost died tonight, where I was tapped out, stamina hit 0, strength was at 2, I was massively overweight. If I could have gotten my stamina drugged back up from that 0 point, but if I have to spend 5 rounds doing it, I mean, it could still be valuable, but I wish the rounds per would diminish slightly, even if it was just from 5 down to like 3 being the best possible. Any kind of diminishment, or even 2 or 1 at the absolute max level. I just wish that the casting time would adjust. 5 turns, I still don't think, just the way the game works, I'm trying to think of how many times that I would actually, if I was super low on mana, where I needed to spend or convert power to mana, I just think this is too long. I think this needs to be lower number, even if it sacrifices the amount of the mana conversion, or even makes spending more mana for less stamina. Something needs to change here. I just can't see when this is going to be useful. I don't care how many rounds it would have taken. It's a matter of, am I in a safe position or not? I mean, time passage is irrelevant unless you are in a critical combat situation. I could care less if it takes 15 minutes, an hour, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. The only time it's necessary to really, really pay attention to the time going by is when you are neck deep in an oh my god, I'm about to die type situation. Otherwise, you don't even care. You don't even notice. Whether they want to call it 1 second turn, 6 second turns, I could care less. Only time I care is when I get it down into the minute, count my action points, because I've got 3 things on top of me, I'm knocked down, I've got 2 strength, I've got 0 stamina. That's when it's super critically important. 99.99% of the time, you won't even know or care how much time goes by. So the only time I would care to use this is going to be when I am super, super low on mana and it's an emergency, in which case 5 turns I can't afford to spend. I'm likely going to die or be even worse off by the time it's done. So yeah, I get stamina back. But in that 5 turns, I get hit 15 times by the surrounding zombies. My pain is now 3 times what it was, and I got a little bit of stamina. So, I don't know. I'm having a hard time justifying this one. Maybe we'll do it. I mean, maybe I'll level it up a few because it's cheap still, and we'll give it a try once or twice. But I'm still, there's other ways to get out of those situations, so. Yeah, the phase door is not guaranteed to move you to the max distance. You could just go 1 space. So, I still don't understand clearly what variance means. I still need to understand exactly what that means. We'll give it a try. It just feels and looks a little weird to me. But, alright, what are we doing? It's 9 a.m. Oh yeah, it's start learning time. Well, pretty quick, it would straight out max it. I mean, we gained 2.5 bars. We only needed 3 or 4 bars, so a couple more levels, and it probably would take me from 0 to max. But it's not the amount of stamina I care about. I honestly don't care about that. I need stamina fast at lower numbers, not a big old huge block of stamina that takes 5 turns, which is going to put me in an even worse situation. The only time I'm going to use this is in real emergency situations, and I just don't see it. But, I mean, it could be a playstyle thing. Could totally be me. I'm very, very movement-centric. So, I mean, my playstyle is totally different than a lot of other people's. So you guys may find better use for it. And it could be that maybe a melee-centric character, when you run yourself out of stamina and you've got lots of armor and you don't care about the hits you're receiving, this would enable you to get your big all-pike out and wave it around, that 20-pound all-pike, and you'd be able to swing it without zeroing out your stamina. Or as soon as you did zero it out, well, you'd have to put your all-pike away again. So you'd have to unwield the all-pike, then cast the stamina spell, then pick it back up again. So it really just, I guess it depends. There are things that it depends on. In my current situation, with my lack of real protective gear and my movement focus, I just don't see that it's going to be useful with the 5-turn countdown timer. So, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'd want to hear other people's opinion first. I don't want them to change a spell just to suit my particular play style. So, I also haven't used it enough yet. We just got it. It's got a few levels on it. I'll see if we can find a point where I find it valuable. I agree, Soldadia. That's pretty much the situation I envisioned that would be the only time I would use it, since it's free and easy to regain stamina as long as you're not getting actively attacked. So, I just don't find it as a useful thing, except for in very certain circumstances, in which case the casting time negates what advantage you would get out of it. That's my only issue. So, I just think it needs a little bit of looking at. I should probably make a note of that too. What is that thing called again? Stone's Endurance. And I should also mention those spell matrices don't make any damn sense sometimes. What about instant cast, 10-turn recast? Again, it's more of a I need an emergency jolt right now, and I don't think I would care about a recast time. Maybe it could be added in. I don't know if that's an option. There are always going to be edge cases where you could think up a reason why it might work, but... no, adrenaline has other effects. Adrenaline also raises some other stats. So, I don't know if it's a direct adrenaline bump. However, though, let's do a little bit more spell work here. So, what else was I going to do? We've got Pyromancy, I think, where I'm pretty happy for the moment. I want to give it a try before I level it up any further. Point Flare, I'm happy with. So, Burning Hands, I'm going to give it a try at that number before I try leveling it up further. Same with Point Flare. I want to actually use them at these current numbers before I decide whether to invest the time, because it's taking 12 hours of study to get another level out of it. So, the Cure Wounds is useful but expensive, but it should be, I think. So, and that'll probably have to get rebalanced when they change the healing rate system. In the spell, it says you can stack up 4 times. Which spell are we talking about? And where does it mention any kind of a stacking? I don't know what you're talking about. These I haven't looked that closely yet. I think I'm just going to go with Magic Missile. Phase Door is doing what I want it to do. I don't think I'm going to push that much further, but Magic Missile, I don't think there's ever any time where you're not going to get benefit out of more Magic Missile. Hopefully we can get a couple of levels out of it this time. Alright, we've got a couple levels. We'll get a little bit further, but we won't get the 3rd level before the sun goes down. Famished, still normal weight, so we're good there. So fruit leathers and some nuts. And I think we'll just brew up some clean water. Alright, let's finish off that last partial level here. So many blanks. God, that's so broken right now. Alright, and we got the level. Okay, we got Magic Missile to 13 force, 14 range. That's real close to what I need to be at. I mean, I want more damage, of course, but most of the stuff I would toss this at is going to be fairly fragile, so I don't need a lot of damage on a Magic Missile. I need range. As long as I can tap shock zombies and spitters and things like that, maintain my range and just keep smacking with the with this, I'm happy. So I want to get to 15 at a minimum. So I think we'll focus on this probably another day, maybe 2. We're only halfway to max level, so but I want to push the range up. So, yeah, 20 is the max. 20 range, 20 damage. Getting 0.8, so we might not get my next point off of the... I don't know if it rounds up or down, but might take a couple more levels. So I think the last challenge I had it at 11, something like that, and it was working pretty well for knocking down turrets at range. That's the other thing. Is as soon as I get to 13 range, I'll be able to go visit the military outposts, and I can take the turrets down with magic missiles and or guns, which make things a lot easier too. So No, turrets only hit to 12. Although you still want to be careful. I don't like getting closer to about 14 or 15. Because sometimes things are wonky. Alright, 11 p.m. We're not quite tired, but I think I'm going to tell them to go to sleep anyway. And once again, I forgot to burn my mana. Oh, I'm going to have to paste a post-it note to the top of my monitor. Tell Co.Ag to program a little warning when you go to sleep. Are you sure you'd like to go to sleep without spending all your mana points? It's 3 nights in a row I slept without blasting through my 3,800 mana. I probably could have gotten a couple of levels off of one of my spells. Alright, 6:30, sun's gonna come up pretty soon. I'm gonna call it to a halt right here for the night though. We're 2 minutes, be 8 hours. I'm tired, I'm hungry. And that light right, that one right over there is starting to give me a headache. So, we're gonna finish things up right here. Made a lot of progress, had a couple of close calls, really close calls. We are pushing through the magic stuff, so I think we're giving it a pretty good workout. And we got a ways to go still. We still definitely need to find some of the higher level spell books. We did manage to push spellcraft to 6, so I've got a little more wiggle room in leveling up some of our regular stuff. And we're not going to run out of food or water or anything anytime soon. So we'll start the next episode on Friday here. Figure out how much stuff we're going to get done before we start moving again. I don't want to spend too much time just sitting here reading books, but as long as I get food, it actually goes by pretty quick, real world time frame. So, as long as I can just keep smashing away at it, we'll see. But, thanks everybody for watching, sticking around, appreciate that, and thanks for all your support. If you are new to the channel and haven't seen me or my stuff before, make sure you do check out my YouTube channel as well. If you want to keep track of what I'm doing when I'm doing it, my Discord and my Twitter are available. How's my schedule these days? I'm still Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Cataclysm, and I'm filling in Tuesday and Thursday with other games when I have opportunity. And I'm planning on doing some changes to my schedule. I'm going to probably talk about it. I'm going to do a live stream maybe this weekend and chat about it. So I'd like to grow the channel some more, but going to need some subs and all that kind of stuff, support from you guys to do what I want to do or get to where I need to be. So we'll see what we can do. But, have a good evening. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Stay